125 pounds. He is 1-0. Out of the blue corner, it will be Corbin C.J. Haas out of Headbangers Boxing in Kokomo, Indiana. His coaches, Andrew Ferguson and Austin Ferguson. He weighs in at 125 pounds, stands just a bit taller than Warakati. He is 5'5".
Yeah, Jamie Warakati trains with one of those fighters we mentioned earlier, Keaton Miller, who we're going to see here soon at Triumph. You know, hasn't fought since 2022, took all of 23 off. So, I mean, you know, is that ring rust going to affect him? We got Corbin C.J. Haas coming to the cage now. You know, he's been training with that Headbangers team for 2 years now, so that's a good gym also. I mean, Cody, I think we're going to see, you know, it says wrestling background for both of these guys, but I think this is going to end up being a stand-up.
Well, so the thing is he trains with Keaton Miller. So I think Jamie Warakati is gonna be throwing some leather here. Because if you train with Keaton Miller, you've got to have hands on him. So I think we might see the wrestler versus striker thing, even though it says both of them are wrestlers.
Right, and at 125 pounds, these guys are going to be really fast. They're going to be really quick, so you are not going to want to blink, or you could miss it. You know, it's not like heavyweights here where you get to see the big, looping, kind of almost slow motion punches. These guys are going to move fast.
Cody, kind of interesting. I note in the notes that Corbin Haas has been training with Headbangers now for some 2 years, but this is his first fight. How long do some of these fighters train before they finally feel like they're ready to get into the cage?
That should be up to your coach. You should really find a place to settle down, learn some things. Don't just, a lot of people make a mistake of going into fights way too early. They accumulate losses. It can dishearten you to where you just don't want to continue. So Haas waiting 2 years, it's a good time, and he's young.
Fight number 9 underway. Warakati and Haas.
Haas showing that 2 years worth of training right off the bat with a nice high kick.
You know, Haas kind of looks like Keaton Miller if he didn't have braids.
He really does, actually. I'm surprised at how similar they look.
He's going under an alias so he can fight his teammate.
Fair enough, yeah. Honestly, you know, with Keaton, probably wouldn't surprise us.
Well, we've seen more kicks.
Warakati focused on some heavy leg kicks here.
Yeah, we've seen more kicks in the opening round of this one, I think, than most of the other fights combined.
These guys are showing a lot of patience for two guys who only, well, one guy only has one fight and the other guy's making a debut.
Uh-oh.
Warakati lands a kick to the body, but C.J. Haas able to grab it, run it through, and get him on his back.
1 minute gone in round number 1. Warakati and Haas.
You know, like we saw in the Zach Bone fight, you know, C.J. Haas here has to be careful of not getting caught in any sort of triangle or anything. Warakati seems to be flexible enough to throw one of those up there at any time.
Throw up an armbar.
Oh.
The reversal straight to a double leg attempt.
Haas doing a good job of sprawling, taking the back, getting that hook in, looking to get the second.
He's got an arm trapped.
And Haas able to get that second hook in. Warakati doing a great job though. Haas rolls with him though to take that backside. Haas can do damage from here if he can keep his weight down.
Haas working the advantage here with just over a minute remaining in round number 1, our 9th fight of the evening.
It's not all the way sunk in yet, but Haas is going hard for this rear naked choke.
Yeah, so then in those instances where you have a rear naked choke in, but it's not all the way under the chin, it's basically, we've mentioned it a little bit before, Cody, it's basically just a pain tolerance there, because we have seen fighters finish from just that cross-faced on the jaw.
Well, so if you look now, Haas just locked a body triangle, but Warakati went to the right side to make that weaker. But Haas is showing his wrestling and jiu-jitsu pedigree.
40 seconds remaining in this opening round. Warakati and Haas. 9th fight of the evening. Griggs Entertainment bringing you a spectacular card from the stomping grounds. And Terre Haute, under 30 seconds remain.
Haas looking to land some punches there from the back to end out the round. Oh, he might have this under the chin. Haas want to make sure if he doesn't have this, he doesn't burn out his arms. Based on Warakati still throwing punches though.
Final seconds of round number 1.
Yeah, he just has it in a crossface here, so this round is going to end. Well, gonna have to give that one to Haas, I believe, with the back control and the ground game. So not a lot of damage done, but definitely enough to win the round for sure.
Haas is showing really good control. Wirakati's, I would say he's got to keep it on the feet. He looks like a more crisp of a striker, and doesn't really seem very aggressive about getting off his back or getting back to his feet.
Yeah, I will say, based on all the other fights we've seen so far tonight, this one seems to kind of have the energy of being the most even, or most chill, I would probably say.
Griggs Entertainment wants to say thanks to one of our sponsors, Sleep In Terre Haute University. Conveniently located off of I-70, the Sleep In Terre Haute University Area Hotel offers easy access to local businesses, shopping, dining, and recreation. Make the Sleep In